What's going on, guys? My name is Drew and welcome to another episode of this FM21 save here at Stuttgart in Germany. So the last episode we were struggling to get points. If you remember, we were struggling to get any wins on the board. Our strikers weren't firing either, and we were slowly dropping down the table as well towards those relegation places which we have been set to avoid this season by the board. If we look at how we've got on since that last episode, which we finished off against Dortmund, we lost obviously in the second round of the German Cup. It's been mixed, I'd say. Obviously we lost to Leipzig. I think that was going to be a game we'd expect to lose. They're a decent team. Even though we were at home, it was a tough match. Not much from us in terms of performance there. Poulsen and Danny Olmo getting the 2 goals for Leipzig. The next game we played was against Augsburg, just picking up a point there. We then followed that up by playing Borussia Mönchengladbach. Now this has some history, so I'm glad we actually won this game, because Borussia Mönchengladbach sacked me last season on FM. I think the save is still on the DrewTube channel. Go check it out. We only managed a season. Fortunately, we managed to pick up a win, which was great to see. I feel like I've got a bit of revenge against them there. 3-2 was the result in the end. They actually took a 2-goal lead against us through Haberer and Mbolo. But we came back, and it was Mavropanos that got the goal on 55 minutes that gave us the 3 points on the day. So really pleased to win that one. We then drew against Arminia Bielefeld. And the last game we just played was against Freiburg, which was another 2-1 victory. So we're getting a couple of greens on the board. We are at least picking up points. Obviously, last time there was a few reds and a few oranges. At least we're getting some points on the board now, and getting some wins as well. And more importantly, our strikers are scoring as well. I found with this save in Germany that the best form of defence is basically just to attack. Our team can't defend, so let's just full out attack against the teams we're playing against, and that seems to be working so far. We've gone back to the 4-4-2 diamond, where we've got those 2 wins and a draw, and that seems to be working so far. Essentially during the game we kind of change it up if we go a goal down, which you might get to see it in this next game against Mainz, which is obviously going to be our live com for this episode. But yeah, if we go a goal down, we basically just go all out attack, and that seems to see us through somehow. So that's what we're doing at the moment, and like I say, you might get to see that in the Mainz game in a bit. The January transfer window has almost come to an end. Obviously we don't have any money, so the only bits of business we're likely to be able to do again are going to be loan signings. We talked about signing Simonovic before, the ex-Celtic defender, so he's obviously come in on a free. Not played yet actually for us, but obviously a useful backup if we need him. We also brought in Mariba on loan from Barcelona. Now, when I've done a Barcelona save before, and he's been a really good player for me, so fingers crossed he turns out to be a decent player for us at Stuttgart as well. Obviously a young 18-year-old Spanish midfielder, but first touch obviously is really good, technique's really good, flair's really good as well, and that's possibly something we need in this team, somebody that can do something a bit different. As I say, the best form of sort of getting wins for us at the moment is just to attack the other team, because our defence is so poor. But yeah, so hopefully Mariba can do the business for us this season. The other guy we've literally just loaned is unfortunately from Manchester United. Now, me being a Liverpool fan, this is a struggle at the moment, because obviously Liverpool not doing too well in the league. Literally last night lost their home record against Burnley of all people. So this is a tough time for a Liverpool supporter at the moment, and I've had to resort to loaning a player from Man United. But apparently this guy, or this kid, is pretty decent. Palestri, Can play on the right, which again is a position that we are looking to strengthen. We've got Vignato, who we loaded in before, but he plays more central now. So this guy I've brought in mainly to see how good he is, because I've heard a few people sort of talking him up on streams, etc., that he might be a decent kid to bring in on loan. So we've done that, and we'll see how he gets on with us for the remainder of this season. So this is the lineup we're going to go with today for this game against Mainz. We're going with Kobel in goal, Stenzel, Anton, Mavropanos and Sosa in our defence, with Mangala just in front of them. Waman Gatuka on the right, Tommy on the left, Forster playing just behind Lincoln and Gonzalez, which we've managed to get scoring some goals recently, so maybe it is playing them up top. And I also think maybe just going gun-ho and trying to get as many goals as we can and not concede is certainly the way we're playing at the moment. But hopefully we won't need to do that against Mainz, and it'll be a very structured, straightforward win against them. But it's a win we're going to need given where we are in the table. I think if we get a win today, we could possibly go level on points with 7th, I think, in the league. And as mentioned before, I mean, we only need to get avoiding relegation this season. So as long as we're not in the bottom 3, we're obviously aiming to do the best we can in this league this season, but still early days. So let's get into this game against Mainz then. We're obviously at home as well, so I'm a bit more confident when we're playing at home. Tommy with a free kick. Tommy again combining well with Waman Gatuka, Forster and Silas again. Keep switching between Silas and Waman Gatuka depending on whether I want to pronounce his full name or not. Sosa, Tommy, Forster, Gonzalez straight at the goalkeeper. Good build-up play though. As I said before, we're currently 11th in the league on 25 points. Could potentially go sort of joint, what would this be? Joint 7th in the league, which isn't bad for a team that's supposed to avoid relegation, but obviously we need to get the 3 points first. Sosa now, Tommy. A lot of our attack seems to be coming down the left as we score through Mavropanos. Decent goal. Second goal of the season for him. Good cross. Goalkeeper not getting near that one. And yeah, look. 7th in the league. This is better. This is what we want to see. Still a long way to go in this game though. As they come forward again, their shot just goes wide. Lincoln. Oh, Gonzalez. How Lincoln got to that, I don't know, but he managed to pull it across to Gonzalez, but side netting. Tommy with a free kick. Gonzalez hits a crossbar, but I think Lincoln was offside. Interesting kick out from the goalkeeper. Gives us another highlight, and Gonzalez is through again. Oh, he drags it wide. He's been so good at finishing recently. Kobel again to Tommy. Again, it's still coming down this left-hand side for us that we appear to be attacking. Although saying that, we're now going down the right with Silas and Mangala, and that's 2. We're not used to going 2-0 up in a game. Normally used to going 1-0 down. Oh, that was lucky. It's like pinball in the Mainz penalty area. 2-0 though. We'll take it. And that's half time. Not normally a position we would find ourselves in, being 2-0 up at half time. We've not had to go gung-ho like we normally do, because normally we go a goal down and we have to sort of fight our way back into the game. But we've dominated this first half. 9 shots, 5 on target. Expected goals of 1.3. They've not managed a single shot on target. They have sort of had more possession than we have, but still, it's a good first half from us. Hopefully we can push on in the second half and cement these 3 points. They're pushing forward now, and that's just into the side netting from Mainz. I think they're pressing a bit more as well, but hopefully we can counter that press. And Gonzalez is in. How has he not scored? I think it was a good save. I'm tempted to give Palestri a go, but Waman Gatuka is playing well at the moment as Gonzalez just runs into the goalkeeper. Oh, and they're in. Oh, they've put it wide. What a chance that was for Mainz. A couple of changes. Vignato's come on and Elton has come on. where we've been struggling for fitness, as Mainz push forward now, and they've managed to get a goal back. Literally their first shot on target, actually, through Burkhardt. Let's hope we don't throw this away now. Didn't close him down at all and gave him so much space to just pick his spot. Feel a bit conflicted at the moment because normally I'd be pushing forward and trying to get a winner, but obviously we are currently winning, which is a bit different for us. We're not used to this. And that's the end of the game. We've managed to get the 3 points today, basically through playing football, not having to go gung-ho like we normally do. But yeah, that puts us actually 8th place, a point behind Hertha, who've played a game more than us. Interesting to see that Dortmund are 6th. That can't be good for the Dortmund manager to be 6th and already be 17 points behind Bayern Munich, who are at the top of the table. So we've managed to make it 5 unbeaten. For a long time it was showing how we hadn't won a game in however many games it was. I think it was 10 games where we hadn't won. But we've actually managed to make it now 5 unbeaten, which is decent for us. And we've managed to get 2 wins in a row as well, which is probably the first time we've done that since very early on in the season, where we beat Hertha and Cologne. So we're slowly making progress. Like I say, we do tend to just attack, which we find is the best form of defence at the moment. Just literally attack the opposition. If we go a goal down, that tends to get us back into the game. So what I'll do now is I'll play through probably to the Hoffenheim game on the 13th of March. Obviously see whether this process that we've kind of put ourselves in, this tactic as well, continues to work for that period of time. Obviously the transfer window is about to shut. I'm not expecting to do any more business. If we do, we'll obviously update you at that game against Hoffenheim. But so we do appear to be on the up, which is good. Hopefully that trend will continue up until that Hoffenheim game, and we'll be in a decent position in the league as well. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this one. Please make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.